What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dad Adventures at Home. So I recently hit 60 subscribers, and today we're gonna celebrate by me baking Pastel de Nata. Pasteis De Nata. This thing. $60 subs. I know it's not exactly Mr. Beast numbers. I mean, the dude has like a million more subs than I do. Not even a joke. So you're probably wondering to yourself, why celebrate 60? Why not 50? Well, I'm an Islander. And now any of you guys who have Islander friends, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, for us, it was so bad that if somebody wanted us to be at their house by like 7 o'clock, they'd tell us the party starts at 5. That's just how we do it in the islands. I missed 50 like by a few weeks. So we're gonna go with 60 instead. So anyway, that is why we're celebrating 60. And like I said in the intro, we're gonna be making this thing. I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if I'm saying it right. And I did get the recipe from the Great British Bake Off. Ever since it came to Netflix, I was hooked on it, man. I wish they had more episodes. Ever since I seen that episode, I always wanted to make it. So I got the recipe by Googling it and going to their website. The recipe, looking at it, seemed really straightforward. It said it would take an hour plus chill time. And let me tell you, man, I didn't get no chill. There was no chill. I was working like the whole time trying to make this thing. So first thing we're gonna start off doing is getting the crust ready. So what we're gonna need is some flour, some salt, some unsalted butter that's chilled and iced. Then we're gonna need some chilled water and more unsalted butter that's frozen. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do to make our pastry mix is we're gonna add the flour and the salt into a bowl and rub in the chilled butter so that it resembles breadcrumbs. And then we're gonna add enough water to form a dough. Once we got it into a nice sticky ball of dough, we're gonna stretch this guy out on a flat surface with some flour, and then we're gonna roll it into a rectangle. And then we're gonna add some of the frozen chilled butter that's grated onto 2/3 of the bottom of the rectangle. Now I totally messed up this part just because we live in Hawaii, man, and it's hot, so the butter started melting. Then it says to fold it into thirds like you would a letter, and then roll it into a triangle. Roll it into a rectangle again, and we're gonna do the same thing with the butter. Grate it onto the bottom 2/3, fold it again, and leave it to rest in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Then we're gonna repeat that process twice. Folding, rolling, folding, rolling with the chilling. So the last time it's chilled, we're gonna roll this guy out to 20 by 30 centimeters. I don't know what that is because I'm American and this is America. So I have to look it up. So it comes out to about 7.5 inches by about 11 inches or so. So I'm just gonna measure it out to about the size of a sheet of paper, maybe a little bit less. These guys make it look so easy on the show. I had butter going everywhere, man. I don't know how they do this. Damn you, Paul Hollywood, and your piercing blue eyes. So once we got it all rolled out, we're gonna roll it up like a cinnamon roll, and then we're gonna cut it into 12 separate pieces. Now I did not do that because I messed it up. I messed things up. That's just kind of my thing. I cut it into 6 instead of 12, but it's all right. I'll just cut up those 6 pieces in half. And if you do the math correctly, 6 divided 6 times 2 equals 12. Boom.
Receive on.
So once we got our individual pieces, we're gonna go ahead and get our muffin tin. On the show, they used round tins, which makes a lot of sense, right? But my wife ended up buying this square muffin pan. Now, I guess she thought it would be cool, but that's pretty square. So what we're gonna do with these little pieces, we're gonna put them in the muffin tins, and then we're gonna press on them with a slightly wet finger and mold them up to the sides to create little cups. Now it would be little cups, but in our case, it's kind of like little Tupperwares because we got squares. So next in the directions, it says to let them chill for about 20 minutes in the fridge. I definitely did not do that because I'm not too good at reading directions, and I'm pretty sure I remember my wife saying something like that. I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. But anyway, back to the recipe. So I just let mine chill on the counter while I did the custard. So now we're gonna start the custard. Now for that, we're gonna need some lemon zest. So I got me a lemon and I'm gonna zest it up, or I'm gonna grate the skin. I guess that's how you make zest. Now, I tried grating it. We even bought a grater just so I could do this video. And that did not work, man. So I ended up just using a potato peeler. Then we're gonna need a few more items that, honestly, I just could not find, man. We're gonna need a cinnamon stick. Where do you buy a cinnamon stick? Is there a cinnamon stick store or something? I could not find a cinnamon stick, so I'm just gonna use cinnamon powder. Then we're also gonna need some whole milk. Now this one, man, this one broke my heart. I tried looking in the milk section, up and down. I looked for whole milk. I couldn't find whole milk. I found like almond milk, vegan milk, organic milk, 2% milk, skim milk. I found every milk except for whole milk. What the deuce, man? Back to the custard. So we're gonna take our 2% milk, because that's all I can find, and our flour, and we're gonna put it in the pan and whisk it until it becomes thick. And then we're gonna take some of our lemon zest. It said 2 paired strips. I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna take some lemon zest and drop it in there. And then, it's supposed to be a cinnamon stick, but we don't have a cinnamon stick, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some cinnamon in there, whisk it all up till it gets nice and thick. And then we're gonna get our little sugar water thing going. So we're gonna take a little bit of water and some of this powdered sugar. Now it's a caster sugar. I had to look that up too, man. Why couldn't you just say powdered sugar in your recipe? I had to Google all kinds of things just to make this recipe. Then we're gonna take our little sugar water syrup thingamajig and we're gonna stir that into the milk mixture and then get that all whisked up nice and neat. Then we're also gonna need 7 egg yolks. Now that's an easy one. So I got that in a bowl, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a strainer, put that over the bowl, and we're gonna mix our milk mixture and our sugar water mixture into the strainer, and we're gonna get that down into our egg yolks. Once that is done, we're gonna mix that all up, and we got our custard sauce. All right, and once I get that all whisked up, is that how you say it? Whisked up. Then we're gonna pour that into our little muffin tin tart pastries. Then we're gonna toss those in the oven at 475 for about 18 minutes. Well, the printed recipe says 18 minutes, but the recipe on the website says 12, so I don't know, man. I was using the printed recipe, so I'm gonna go for the 18 minutes just because it's so confusing, man.
I'm so damn confused.
Whenever there's an option for more, always go with more. Once they were done, let them rest in the tin for about 5 minutes, then transfer these guys to a little cookie wire cage thingamajig. We don't have one of those, but we do have a turkey pan. And that works too, I guess. And that is how you make Pasteis De Nata, or Portuguese tarts. The kids really liked them. They were pretty delicious. Anyway, I want to say thank you to my 60 subscribers. Hopefully I can get another 60 in the next month or so. We'll see. If you guys are new to the channel, drop a like, drop a sub, because we be cooking, we be cleaning, and we be having a good time. Anyway, hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you again for the subs, and mahalo.